but I think differently when I tell myself, what would my future self say if I knew that this relationship and this fight, nothing was going to happen negative out of it, but only was going to be a growing experience for us to get closer.
You're like me, you've always had a desire to do more. And deep inside, you've known there's a way and a possibility for you to achieve your dreams, the lifestyle, and achieve the freedom you've always wanted. Because we have what it takes to get things done and learn from others and get the mindset to achieve the dreams we've always wanted.
Welcome to SB Warriors. Hey, what's up everybody? Paul here, and today I want to talk to you about what your mind frame needs to be in order to reach the level of success that you actually want. And I've kind of sitting here and I'm going, I need to do this. And this is how I came about this whole idea. And it's not new, but I tell you, if you listen to this podcast, if you listen to this video cast, I guarantee you, if you're in a situation where you're like, hey, I need to get over this edge, I guarantee you're probably doing this because it's exactly what I was doing. So I'm in this process where I'm trying to build out this challenge funnel. And building out this challenge funnel, I've also been going, okay, I need to build a better case study. I need to build better results. I need to build better video testimonials. All these things I need to do. Well, when you add it all up, how do you build your video testimonials, your funnel, your email responders, you're building an app, all that at the same time? How can you do it if you're one person? And the reality is you can't. If you do, it'll take you 3 years, and by the time you come out to market, someone else is going to come out to market and beat you with the same idea you've already had. So I'm sitting here going, how am I going to do this process? And I'm getting frustrated, and I'm thinking, and I'm like, gosh, like on one end I'm being cheap, and I'm like, I don't want to pay the money to have to hire somebody. But in essence, I'm paying the money by not coming to market fast enough, and getting to market faster will help bring in more revenue. So I'm going, you know what? I have to let go and I have to bring in. And to let go, I have to bring in the people who would have stuff that I would normally do, to where I am thinking as if I was a $3 million business owner. I was a 300, a 500, a 700,000, 30 million. Because if I think like a $15,000, a $30,000 business owner, then my mindset is going to be different. My decision is going to be different. Because I think we can all agree that if we took we'll just work with threes. We took somebody who makes $30,000, someone who makes $300,000, and someone who makes $3 million. And we'll say they're all business owners, just to keep this clear example straightforward. If we look at all those three different business owners, I think we could all agree upon that these three people are business owners. They're going to have similarities. They're going to have a lot of things in common, but I guarantee you that they all think differently. And as the way I look at it, when the way we think, we make our decisions off our thought process. Decisions don't just become done automatically. They get done. They're made a certain way based on our experiences, based on the things we know, based on the influences around us. So I start making $1 million, $3 million. All of a sudden, my circle of influences change. I'm no longer hanging out with people that make $30,000. Nothing wrong with people that make $30,000. I love people regardless of how much money you make. But I want to let you know that the people who understand money and they hang around people with money, they think differently. Just like I think differently as a person who trains, has been in sports my whole life, and I think differently than somebody else who hasn't been exposed to fitness or anything like that. Another example could be, for years I worked in TV entertainment. I did commercials on TV, and you know what? I think differently when I'm in front of the camera, when I see the camera, when I see commercials, than the average person who's never been in front of the camera. I think differently. And it's not to say I'm prejudging anybody. It's just to say that the reality is true. Here's a perfect example. If you are in a relationship or ever have been, and if you've ever gotten into a fight, or we'll say disagreement, just to keep things simple and uplifting. One of the things that saving grace has always helped me, now I've been married 15 years, has been the ability to go, you know what, pull myself out of that relationship, and not to the point where I'm not engaged in the conversation, but I think differently when I tell myself, what would my future self say if I knew that this relationship and this fight, nothing was going to happen negative out of it, but only was going to be a growing experience for us to get closer. So in essence, I'm telling myself, you know what, this this fight is just a small piece of our years of our relationship. So if I act as if I already know that we're going to be happy, be together, be loving to each other down the road, then I'm going to approach this disagreement in a different mind frame. So I'm not getting caught up into the small nuances that where people get emotionally caught up and they're making decisions and saying things that they might regret versus going, you know what, let's look back at this and see what's really driving this whole problem. So if I understand what's really driving the problem, I can then solve it. Well, guess what? If I apply those same principles, it'll actually help my business because I'm thinking like a $3 million business owner. I'm thinking like a $30 million business owner. Now, is it going to take hard work to get there? Yes, absolutely. But I tell you, when I get into an argument, and if I'm in an disagreement with my wife, my calmness is way down because I look at it as if, you know what, this is just a challenge that we have to get through, and I have to understand what's the dynamic, solve that dynamic so we can move forward. And I tell you, the pressure feels a lot better. And so every time I bring somebody in on the business and I let go, knowing I could oversee it and make decisions, I don't like paying the paycheck, but I gotta tell you, the stress level has dramatically helped me. And I'm realizing I needed to do it again. I need to build that team to get my business to the level to where I can implement to market. I can try things, I can test it, because guess what? The first thing you do isn't gonna work. And if it does, kudos and hats off to you. It may work. There's no guarantees. There's no guarantees in anything. There's no guarantees how long I'm going to live, anything. But I can make the best of what I have, move forward, and use principles of success by thinking like a successful person. Now, it doesn't come automatically, but yeah, of course, I'm going to study, I'm going to read, I'm going to do all these things that I need to do and expose myself to more information from people who have the results of what I'm going for. So yeah, I've been advertising for a while, and I've been helping small business owners, I've been helping those, but now I'm at a level where I need to grow. Can't just keep doing a grind, me all by myself. And if you're like this and you're a business owner, you're grinding away all by yourself, find a way to get a team. And if this is something that interests you, DM me, let me know. It's like, hey, how do you find a team? How do you put together that team? Because it's part science and it's part psychology. That team, and especially if you're in a physical space, your team is going to say mounds of messages to who you bring into your business, because your customers are going to interact with that person. And the cultural tone that you set for that business is a whole other thing that we could probably discuss. If you guys like that stuff, let me know. But right now, I want you guys to do the same thing I'm doing. Is go, how can I get to where I'm removing my bottleneck for my business? I'm bringing in other people, and I'm thinking and I'm making decisions as if I'm the business owner I want to be in the future. Think about that, guys. Keep pushing, because guess what? You can do it. I know you can, because guess what? I feel the same way about myself, and this is a journey. I appreciate you guys coming on, and I know you can do it, so keep pushing. Take care, guys. Talk to you next time.
Hey, SB Warriors, thanks for listening to today's podcast. If you like more help to grow your business, you're going to want to participate in the 21-day business challenge, where we're going to show you how to use video advertising to grow your business in your area for your niche and help you get more customers and outreach than television. This is an amazing opportunity. We're going to do it in 21 days, and we'll take you through a complete process that will absolutely blow your mind. Also, if you like today's show, we ask that you leave feedback review on iTunes so we can help grow the show to other business owners just like you. And if you're looking to get more tips and tricks and insights, feel free to join our Facebook group, where we share information about how to grow your business in today's internet marketing world and help you gain more customers with insights from other business owners just like you. Thanks again, SB Warriors, and keep pushing.